Follow, quick, follow the
walk from the campsite, and we're going to go to church.
Legally.
That was the brief, wasn't it? Right, so I'm just going to see if Dan wants to play out. See if he wants to have an hour in the woods with me, like you do. But I had a delivery from Amazon from Dave and Lynn. I can't believe this, because quite literally yesterday I ran out of Haribos, and blow me down, look at this here. Whoa! You know something, I'm going to take these to the woods with me, and see if Dan wants a friendship ring, because he could be my best friend. So thank you ever so much for sending those over to me, Dave and Lynn. Right, let's go down to the woods today. You're sure of a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, you never believe your eyes. Massey, can Dan come out to play?
Only be back by tea time.
They'll be back by tea time. Dan, I've been... What are you doing, you little hopper? Dan,
I'm playing out.
I've been sent something by Dave and Lynn, and I want to share with what I've been sent. Do you want a friendship ring? Because you can become my best.
God, look at you!
But you can become my best friend. Do you want a friendship ring with me?
I don't want a friendship ring, no. I want Dave and Lynn to like me as well and send me some.
No, can you open them? I'll have a friendship ring. I'm a partial to an old Haribo.
I can't open them. I've only got one hand at the minute.
Oh, have you only got one hand?
That's a tease, Neil, because he loves it.
Oh, I see. Those that know will know. The woods with Dan, and the last time I put some footage here, and I know it was way too much for my own channel. I ended up in an hour of mainly badger and squirrel activity. The squirrel is amazing. That squirrel is a superstar, isn't he?
Beautiful squirrel.
Yeah, no, but the coverage. But I've got a couple of new ideas today.
Right.
I've bought some strings, some scissors, and I've got another idea. Something's going on over there that's new. What's going on over there?
What makes you think that?
Because there's another trailer type thing that's gone through there. Ooh, 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 ooh.
There was a lot of green fly there.
Right, so I've got these string with these twigs on here, and I'm going to coat these in peanut butter shortly. And the idea is, if any mice do attempt, they're going to have to bounce up and down, which could be quite comical to watch. If the squirrel comes along, he's going to have to use a bit of imagination. So I'm hoping maybe the squirrel will come up here and will dangle off to try and get the peanut butter. And then for the badgers, it's going to be a bit like the Halloween. Do you remember you used to have the apple on a cord, and you just grab the apple? So we're going to try that, something completely random, never been done before, and see if we get a result. Right, let's get the peanut butter out and start baiting up. Is it baiting? Is it baiting when you put?
Baiting, yes.
Is it baiting?
It is baiting.
Okay, so we're going to bait up, and I think I'm going to use one of my new cameras on a tripod. I'm going to put a tripod on it today. Right, so these two jars are now empty, so I'm going to take that back, and this is like, look at this here, this is just proper, look at that there. Right, so let's get some of this onto these branches. Right, so I say I put this onto a little fixed tripod, not like the Joby Gorilla tripod. So there is a bit of peanut butter now is going to sort of slip off these logs, and I've kept that at a fair distance, and I'm going to be very interested to see what this picks up. I'm going to put some more peanut butter onto the sticks and a little bit of a pile on the in fact, what I might do for a bit of fun, I think I'll get a log away here, and then we'll put a little bit on there as well. And so that's there. And I'm just watching Dan. Is just more of a...
I'll say it again, banquet. I'm happy with the word banquet.
It's a banquet.
That's what it's meant to be.
It looks like a banquet.
This is a banquet. This is all the foods which I know they have loved. Apart from mixed nuts. This is a new one for me, but obviously they're going to love mixed nuts. You'll see from my video tonight, Neil, I put these monkey nuts out and they went balmy for them.
Interesting. Is that squirrels?
squirrels and badgers mainly. Badgers love monkey nuts.
There you go. Well, the squirrels will be squirreling them away, won't they? 'Cause it's a bit early for nuts for squirrels, really. We need a name for the squirrel in these woods. Not secret squirrel, but he is a superstar. Genuinely.
Well, there's two.
Is there?
Yeah, they chase each other around.
Oh yeah, I've got the footage of them playing chase. Yeah. Right, and also was just saying to Dan, I'm going to keep my cameras away from each other, because sometimes when one triggers, it triggers another one and you get a false reading. So let's have a look down here, I think. Right, so we've got the main logs. So Dan has had some amazing footage here where he's had all sorts on here, and it's all been hoovered up except for some tangerine and cheese which has been left. And the biggest mystery, this does surprise me, is none of the animals have taken any of the carrots or corn. So that is definitely a bit strange, that, Dan, isn't it?
I think if the deer had have come, the deer might have eaten it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go back over out there in a minute. I'm going to put one somewhere a bit different. So I'm keeping my cameras away from each other so they're not triggering each other off. And this time, a bit more of a distance, so we can, all being well, we'll get some footage. And the other thing with that cheeky squirrel as well, it likes to, it likes having footage of its bum done, doesn't it? Its back tail.
Yes.
Have you noticed? That's a bit weird. Right, and I'm going to go and take my peanut butter and camera, and I'm going to go back to where I've caught the deer previously. So I'm actually slightly out of the wood now, and so I've caught the little deers in this area here. So my camera's there, and I have put that log there because we have had a badger coming up here, so it'll be interesting to see whether they come up or not. And what I might do is I might just look all here. There's badgers again. But what I might do is I'm just going to have a quick word with Dan, and I might move some of his old carrots over there, because I've not caught a deer for quite a while actually. Dan, what about you?
No. Yeah, you go for it. I've got a camera down there, but don't worry about it. Just
Am I okay to pinch the carrots? Because they haven't touched them, have they? Oh, God. Right, okay. I'm losing where my bag is. Right, so we've moved the carrots down here, and I've just stuck some in the peanut butter, because there is definitely a trail just here, and we had a camera a couple of weeks ago down there with the badgers coming up, and we've not had a camera here for a while. As I say, there's digging going on here, and that's my 3 cameras all set up. And I was just saying to Dan, so I didn't mention on this vlog here, there's something going on a couple of nights ago with, we think, something to do with the chicken farm. We don't know whether the chickens had a fox in the chicken shed, but my trail cams, or one of them, was picking up the most eerie, glowing, red flashing lights. And people on the campsite said, "Did you see those flashing lights last night? They were really weird." And what I can't understand is how on earth the cameras picked them up, because I had a camera over there in the middle of here. I had nothing pointing on the perimeter. So I'm going to take me ages because I've got that many clips. I'm going to go and try and find some of them clips and do an edit. I'm not too sure I'll put it on this video or not. And I'll just be curious to know if anybody's got any ideas what was going on that night. Right, all in the woods. And so Dan's banquet table is looking dapper, absolutely dapper. He's got all sorts on here.
Sunday lunch tomorrow.
Oh, it's mainly vegetarian stuff. No good for a vegan, is it? But yeah, mainly. So you're a vegetarian. It's pretty well all vegetarian food, isn't it?
Yeah.
But not vegan friendly. Well, not all of it anyway. Right, how many cameras have you been out today, Dan?
Can't remember.
Right, it's been out. Can't remember cameras, so that's interesting. Can you remember where you're putting them?
Not really, but they just tend to turn up.
Yeah. Alright, so on a bit of a different approach there, we've both tried something a little bit different. I've got the Blair Witch approach, as you've called it. You've got the new banquet feed table.
I've just gone for a banquet.
You've just gone for the full Monty.
But on a table, on a platter.
Yeah, absolutely.
I should have put a lid over it.
Oh, so they have to lift it open?
And they
like?
would do. They would lift it off. Not
Yeah.
with the hand. They'd probably use the nose or the leg.
Well, let's go and have something to eat at the candles one day, Dan. You need to have the candles experience.
What's the
I've never
candle?
known anything like it, Dan. We will go and have the next meal when Sandra's here. And we're going to have a meal if we're able to, or whatever. I need to take you to the candles. You've got to come to the candles. Sorry, Dan and Mazzy have got a pizza oven, so we're this video may go into pizza tomorrow. And I was just remembered. So in my photography days and all the rest of it, I used to do quite a lot of
Pizza deliveries.
photography.
All right, yeah.
And I was very privileged. I photographed lots of big bands, and I did the Coventry Festival. I don't know how many years ago. Do you remember the Fast Food Rockers?
Nope.
So the Fast Food Rockers were there along with loads of other people. I think these photographs I took are actually online, but the Fast Food Rockers were like right at the top of the charts.
They weren't though. But go on.
Yeah, they were.
No, they were, never heard of them.
You will do when I tell you the song. So the Fast Food Rockers were right up there, and I think it was a guy and a girl. But when I say they thought they were it, they had their own body. I'm not joking. So backstage, because obviously I was photographing this festival, they were walking around full makeup on, and with their own sort of bodyguards, and you weren't allowed to stop them to photograph them. You could only photograph them on the stage. The Fast Food Rockers, you know, a Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza
No,
Hut.
that's not them.
It is Fast Food Rockers. Seriously, I've got 4 films, 436 exposure. Yeah. Photographed them. Coventry Festival.
Well, that ain't long ago.
I bet you know what? I bet if you go back,
Not that old, is it?
I bet it's about 20 years old.
No.
Fast Food Rockers. They thought they walked around backstage like they were.
Were the sisters?
I don't know. It was 2 girls and a lad. But they had their own bodyguards and all the rest of it. Because obviously I've got a couple of cameras on me, and they're all keep away, and they were like, and I'm going, pizza, chicken and a Pizza Hut. Yeah, true story that.
So how much did they charge for a pizza?
Oh, 20 years ago.
No, these people you're on about.
The Fast Food Rockers.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't just a pizza. It was a Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, McDonald's.
Where were this? Down south somewhere?
It was in the charts. It was a dance. You know, just hold on to that. Dan, you must remember. Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I've heard of both of them.
McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, McDonald's.
I've heard of all them, Neil, but I ain't heard of takeaway you're on about, to be honest.
The Fast Food Rockers.
Yeah.
You know what? Your establishment tomorrow can be called the Dan and Mazzy Fast Food Rockers Pizza Hut.
No,
Yeah.
tomorrow we're called Travel Trolls Hut.
No, Fast Food Rockers.
You're getting a delivery tomorrow from the Travel Trolls Hut.
Where are you delivering it to?
To you?
Have you got one of them bags with like insulation and stuff? Oh yeah. Don't want it touching peanut butter on it. Anyway, I think at that point I think we need to go back home.
Well, you do, I don't. I'm home.
I'm having fish pie and prawns for my tea tonight. Oh, lovely. Alright, the start of a new day, and as I'm recording this now, it's late morning, and it's really warm. Weather's picked up quite a lot. Big shout out, Bonnie sent over another coffee, and Bonnie wants me to give a big shout out to Cheddar. So Cheddar, hello from the Campsite Warden, the Campsite Warden's wife, and Rasher as well. Hope you're keeping well, my friend. So today we're meant to be getting a pizza delivery. What could possibly go wrong? But I've also got nipping to Sutton-on-Sea to pick some up from the local spa, and I might take Rasher out for another little leg stretch somewhere. I'm not sure yet. Right, my whole plan for today has gone absolutely topsy-turvy, to say but the least. I was expecting, so I've been promised a new pizza delivery service was coming to the nurseries, and apparently they were going to be called Travel Troll Hut, which is a stupid name, and for lunchtime the pizza oven would be going and I was going to get a delivery, and it's not happening because they've ended up chinwagging with somebody. So what I think I'm going to do, I think we're going to have a look at this. So those of a certain age will know all about the Pope and the Vatican, that when there's a new Pope, and they have different smoke comes up the chimney. I think, is it black smoke? The new Pope hasn't been appointed, or is it anointed? and then white smoke. So this looks like
Mamma mia, come and get your pizza.
this looks like the chimney from the Vatican where the rising of the new Pope's coming in.
Besta pizza on the campsite.
That's Irish. What are you doing?
Spaghetti
What?
pizza.
Anybody in? I thought that was your new door knocker.
No. Keep your hands off the equipment, please. This is
okay.
my pizza oven. This is your tea, but not today because I've decided I can't be bothered. So instead, I've decided you can get us fish and chips, and I'll do that another day.
Right, so I'm going to go over to Sutton because I need to get some. What was that?
Pizza goes in there.
Oh, okay. So right, so I was all keyed up for pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That make sure you got that. Yeah.
Got my water ready.
Yeah, and okay, you're nice and fit. Can you open the gate and run with me?
Yeah.
Follow me through the gate. Quick, come here, quick.
Yeah.
Follow. Dan with his pizza. Come here, Dan. Follow, quick. Follow. The pizza oven goes up in flames.
Yeah.
And you got you do know that these were here, didn't you?
Oh, bricks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's just smashed through your window to get out. And you've got the fire extinguishers here. You do know these are here, don't you? And I'm not obviously don't ring that, but you do know you've got an emergency fire station, etc.
I'll be honest, I didn't know this were here.
Oh,
But I have let off a fire extinguisher before.
I've seen
as
that.
a prank.
I saw that. Jackie from the Metal Detecting Guild. Yeah. So just in case
Yeah, okay.
it goes wrong, we can do that.
It won't go wrong. What could go wrong? Me making a pizza.
Yeah, I think this could go horribly wrong. Right. Well, do you want to babysit Rasher while I'm going out?
I would love to be able to
So bring Rasher over. I think I'll do that.
That would be wonderful.
I'll bring you some dog treats. Okay.
I've got dog treats, you're
Have you?
alright.
I'm going to be about half an hour or so. So, yeah. It's the Pope. It just reminds me of the chimney where the Pope is. You haven't even heard of this, have you?
I'm not a popey kind of guy, to be honest.
I'm not Catholic or anything, but it's quite a big moment, isn't it?
Not
Right.
really.
I think it is. Right, let me go and get Rasher.
It'll be on tonight.
You got some treats for you, yeah? I'll bring Rasher and then I'll go over to.
No, it might be worth bringing some small treats. I've only got big treats.
I'll bring some Scooby snacks.
Excellent.
And I'll bring some little treats for Rasher, and then I need to, as I say, go and fly over to Sutton. Pigeon, what are you doing in my garden? Rasher, there's a pigeon in the garden, Rash. The noise this morning, literally at dawn, what was going on my caravan roof with these flipping pigeons? What are you doing? Right, go on. There was an absolute riot of pigeons up on my van roof this morning. It was absolute chaos. Hello, Rasher. Right, Rasher, Dan and Mazzy said they're going to dog sit, and I'm going to nip over to Sutton on Sea. I'm going to get some fish and chips. Where's the dog gone? It's gone straight into running in.
I'm here.
Right. So I think what I'm going to do, I'll put the lead onto the table there for Dan. But you won't be needed. I'm going to leave him some poo bags just in case. That's there. And I've got some. I can't remember who bought these, but small bite-sized ones. Are you okay with the with dog sitting?
Yeah.
And do you know what the dog's called?
Rasher.
And do you know how to spell it?
R-A-S-H-A.
Well done. Yeah, absolutely right. Right, Rasher. I'll be about 40 minutes, something like that. I'm going to go get fish and chips and some bits and bobs from the spa. You are a tart, Rasher. You're a diva. You are a diva. Right. There you go. Right. Bye, Rasher. Bye, Mazzy. Bye, everybody. I'll see you all later. I'm off to Sutton on Sea. I'm off to Sutton on Sea. Bye, Rasher. Right, so I made my way to Sutton. I've just picked something up from the spa, and now I'm going to go and get myself a fish and some fish and chips for Dan. Yeah, I was all psyched up for one of these pizzas Dan has been threatening to make for the last 2 days. Bottled it at the end of the day. But I'm guessing fish will be alright, and fish and chips. I don't really know what's gone wrong today, because Dan was meant to be delivering food to me, and It's done like the other way round. Strange. How have you been, Rasha?
She's been absolutely fantastic. Barked twice.
Great.
That's only because she's a dog in the
I'll
background.
see you in a couple of days. I'll leave her with you then. Right. This is special delivery. Tailor-made fish and chip shop. Rasha, come here. There's right commotion in Sutton. The police are out and everything. So it's been really bad. Assault, couldn't believe it. Just by the chip shop.
Assault?
Yeah, fish got battered.
Oh, give over. Is that mine then, yeah?
No, well, I think one of them fishes is mine. That's your chips. That's the
Oh,
fish,
we have
so
to split it.
if you get a plate and I'll have a cardboard box. Right, so Dan has offloaded some of his chips onto my into my box. This fish and fish batter from this chippy is really nice, and I'm not a big chip eater, so this will fill me now, and then at tea time I'll have some a little bit lighter for my tea. But for now, this fish and chips. How did you stay with Anna Mazzy, Rasha? Do you enjoy that? Were you a good girl? You been on guard? Good girl. Right, I've just brought Dan out for a walk.
Illegally.
You know, I said to Mazzy, I said, I'm going to take Dan to somewhere he's not been before. It's only a 15-20 minute walk from the campsite, and we're going to go to church.
Legally.
That was the brief, wasn't it? So some of you who have watched my 3 mile walk vlog about the 3 mile walk, there's a little church towards the end of the walk you can walk through, and it's really pretty.
You can't walk through, it's illegal.
Which I've walked through several times, and I've videoed several times, and we've had a few people staying with us
Illegally.
several times. So we were just having a look, and we were looking at the old gravestones and listening to the birds and the scenery and all the rest of it. There's no signs whatsoever saying private or anything. The lady's just come and sort of said, hello, I can hear voices, what are you doing here? And apparently it's actually a family home.
It's a house. Someone lives in it. It hasn't been a church for a long time. They're away at the moment. We were just walking around someone's garden illegally, trespassing.
Well, you were. You had your camera on, not me. Well, I live here, so I'm allowed to. Because I'm going to be a yellow belly soon. But yeah, this woman, I mean, she was okay, fortunately. But the other apparently she said we sit out in the graveyard having gin and tonics, and it was all a bit weird, though, wasn't it?
I find it very weird that there's no gates. It is just a church with a driveway up to it, and there's about 3 different entrances to it.
Yeah, so what we'll do is
And
on the
they're
way
all open.
No, so on the way back, I will actually film how you get in. There is not one sign saying private property or keep out or anything. And then I was speaking to some people who live on Washdyke Lane, and they were talking about the church and the history of it. I don't know if they know somebody's living in it. They may be squatters.
I think you've just brought me somewhere illegal. I shouldn't have been there. I could have got into trouble. I could have got arrested. I could have been in jail tonight, all because of you, because you brought me to an illegal place.
It's better than being in the woods with you, Dan. At least you've lasted more than an hour with me in the churchyard. Right. So yeah, so the dilemma here, and again, I've been through here so many times. There's a kissing gate, physically a kissing gate, and there's no signage on there, is there, Dan? Nothing at all.
Nothing. No post box, no kissing gate.
This main gate opens.
Yeah.
And you've got the kissing gate that opens.
Yeah.
And then, as I say,
Let's get illegal again, yeah?
well, no, because she said we can go around the graveyard.
A big pile of illegal.
So again, you've been here with me. I've done this in the past, and we had somebody who was here the other week who came through here. And then you've got the graveyard. There's an overgrown bench in the church, but they turn around and say the church is now a residence. But we can go around the graveyard, which is at the back. It's just got to be this, hasn't it?
It's got to be, because I can't find any other one.
Unless there's something in the field at the back of there.
No, she was pointing down.
She's round here. So we saw, what was the oldest one? 1909. Somebody born in 1860, died in 1909.
1909 is the oldest I've seen.
But a lot of these are like sort of just millennium period, like 1998.
These are new.
Yeah, not new, but something weird. Can't put my finger on it, Dan. There's something.
You're not meant to put your finger on it. Trespassing, let alone thieving.
Pulse put your finger on my pulse. Don't stop until you got it. Put your finger on my pulse. There's an OMD connection with that song called Pulse.
Is there really?
It is.
I've got a song.
Go on.
Trespass once, trespass twice, trespass 3 times, we kneel.
My last video that I put up, my last video was well, I can't remember where it was now. Where did I go to yesterday? Queen's Park, come walk with me. So this is Cumberworth Church, come trespass with me. Jesus, right, so there's nothing at the back of here. So Dan was flipping trying the door. And funny enough, I commented to Dan, going, all the churches I've been to, even when they've not been in use, have been open. And this woman was saying they have drinks out here and gin and
Tonic.
things. Gin and tonic.
Not just gin, don't make her out to be a proper alky. It was gin and tonic. She waters it down.
But there is no sign, gate, nothing.
Yeah, but you don't have a sign or a gate on every house, do you?
I don't
You
know.
don't just walk into it. It's clearly a residence.
I need to do a bit of research on this. So this is your other way in, this is your main way in, this is your main drive. I mean, where would you park your car? There is nothing.
This is where we were. This is as...
Yeah, that's what I say. There's nothing to say it's private property. There's nothing, zero, nothing. Campsite's just back down that way. What's going on, Dan?
I don't know.
There's something a bit mysterious here, isn't there? Now this is the shelter, and again you see me sat in here, there's a sign, back to Mumby. There is something weird. If you live in this area and you know anything about this Cumberworth Church, so obviously it's not in use, which is fair crack, but why has it not got any signs on it saying it's residence or it's private? And the graveyard, she said there was another graveyard and we can only find one graveyard. Yeah, I'm going to get back. I think a little bit of homework's going to be needed. We just spotted this, and from a distance we couldn't make out what it was, but it's an old, you can see what it is now, so it's a oil plane. It's an old axle and wheel of some old machine. It almost looks like it's from a traction engine. But obviously some old farmyard machinery. There's an old bit of equipment in there. But Dan, you've been very brave, or stupid. Yeah, what's going on with this?
I don't know.
You know, everything changed since yesterday when we were in the woods and you made the statement, said it's very Blair Witch, and ever since then things have been happening.
What, like we've been trespassing illegally all day?
Yeah, but you've had the crucifix wooden cross on the floor as well, which we didn't show on camera.
Well, we were in a graveyard.
Yeah,
It had fallen over. That's what happened. Sorry, I say a graveyard. Somebody's garden.
Something going on here, Dan. Something going on. Right, so we're back from our little trip with Dan, and Mark and Mazzy are doing a full roast dinner here at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah.
So the other day I got sent some gifts from Australia. I think you got some bits and bobs, didn't you?
Yes, we did, yeah.
And
Lovely Vicky.
Vicky, that was
Yeah.
it. Vicky, what I'm actually going to do, and I mentioned this to Sandra last night on the phone, this tea towel I'm actually going to give to Mark, because I think it'd be really sweet to have the tea towel in here in the cafe area. What do you, Mark?
Yeah,
There you are. You've got your very own taste. Give a big thank you to Vicky.
Thanks, Vicky.
There you go, isn't it? So yeah, quite literally from the other side of the world. So today you've been to an illegal church, and we've been to Australia. How good is that? There you go. You can use that, isn't it? I think it'll look quite nice in the cafe. That.
Yeah, we'll do. The question is, do we use it or just put it for show?
Yeah, hang up.
I would make it into a chicken. Right, so yeah, there is a microwave. So Dan and Mazzy, Mark and Mazzy are busy cooking at the moment. And tragedy, I think I said on a recent vlog, those that have been watching my vlogs for a while, since right at the beginning of the new year, a lot of vloggers were saying fit filled trainers, these things, and I've been going on about them for a long time, and unfortunately the soul has come away. But what I've got,
Shall I take
which I'll try and show you, is approximately, and this isn't 100%, so here you won't be able to see properly. So my average steps since the beginning of the year, so that's going into January, when I got them, has been 8,931 steps a day. In these Fitvilles, approximately, I've done 1,667,804 steps, and I have walked in the Fitvilles. This is not 100% accurate, but approximately 1,190 miles. So basically, in short terms, the Fitvilles are good for £1,000. No, not £1,000. 1,000 miles. That's pretty good, that, Mazzy, isn't it?
That's brilliant.
So now I can share that information, and unfortunately I have got a pair of Nikes with me. I'm going to have to say goodbye to the Fitvilles. Hello, Nikes, and at the same time finish the vlog off here. And all being well, I'll catch you lot. No, not you lot. You lovely viewers. Very shortly.